Wala wala wala. Let's see. I wasn't prepared for this. Wassalamu alaikum. Una no verse. I think I thought I have the video of Sister Natasha. I've been Auntie Natasha. I've been Right Honorable Natasha. In case you dey wonder how today's setting be. Now so myself see am. So bit by bit, I go dey give una the reflection of how how I dey run they run the city, the nomadic city. So I'm somewhere in Florida. I think say I will come talk story of my experience today, the people that I met because of my activities. It actually kind of ties with what I wanted to talk about, which is Pa Adebanjo and Edwin Clark, their lives. So between that time and now, I also meet two people within that their age rank and with a total different lifestyle entirely. Um, it was interesting. So, but I think Natasha is worth the time. A few hours before I come on, I see Natasha. They they blow the internet up. I think we should talk about it. But first, I'm trying to get the video up so that we will already be on the same page. What's going on here?
Pam. I think people are saying na na omone abi omo yes corner. I say omone. That we
That we
talked
talked
about
about
Natasha
Natasha
for a bit.
a
I've
bit.
been at
I've been at
women in
women in
politics
politics
in
in
general,
general,
but it
but it
has
has
to
to
do
do
with
with
how
how
our
our
political
political
elite
elite
are
are
treating
treating
women
women
anytime
anytime
they step
they
out
step
of
out of
bound,
bounds,
quote
quote
unquote.
unquote.
And I
And I
remember
remember
give
give
example of
example of
Patricia
Patricia
AK.
Ike.
A lot
A
of
lot of
people don't
people don't
remember
remember
her.
her.
She
She
happens to
happens
be
to
the
be the
first
first
female
female
speaker
speaker
of the
of the
House of
House of
Representatives.
Representatives.
Was
Was
just
just
before
before
Bankole, if
Bankole,
I'm not
if I'm not
mistaken.
mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
I think she not
she not
last
last
past
past
6 weeks. 6 months,
6 months,
if I'm
if
not
I'm not
mistaken.
mistaken.
And
And
the way
the
they
way they
throw her
throw
out
her
was not
not
acceptable.
acceptable.
Then,
Then,
of
of course,
course, our
our
national
China
minister
minister,
should be safe. Yeah,
yeah,
Minister of
Minister of
Humanitarian,
Humanitarian,
Abby, Betty
Betty
Edu,
Edu,
how she
how she
was
was
treated.
treated.
Now,
Now,
whatever
whatever
uh,
uh,
they are
they are
accusing
accusing
them of
them of
doing,
doing,
I'm
I'm hundred
100% sure
percent
they are
sure they
not
are
the
not the
first
first.
person. And they are
They are
not
not
alone.
alone.
That
That
of
of
at the
at the
echo, I
airport, I
think.
think.
But
But
now I
now
think
I
I
think
get
I
what
get
I
what I
want.
want. Got what I want. Oh, still. May I play Natasha video then. We talk more on that. Now, my point then was the way then they once any young politician, all right. But let me not just take the conversation away from the female space so that basically dilutes what they are actually going to politically. Before going actually talk about what is happening, because as I said, I remember I think it was on Moyes Corner that we'll have that conversation that anytime where any female politicians, quote unquote, according to the power that be within the Nigeria context, step out of bounds. Now, stepping out of bounds now, not my definition. Whatever they think she must have done, they go at length to make sure she no exists again politically. Whoever that person, as especially a female, they will descend on her to a point that as if whatever they are accusing her of doing is unforgivable. They go make sure that person never exists politically speaking. Patricia Eti, not everybody know Patricia Eti. That's somebody who's supposed to be the Speaker of the House. And it go dey very hard right now for people to actually tell you who she was or who she still is. She's still with us. What did she do? She not do past exactly wetin those that came before her, the men did, and those that came after her are still doing. Whatever the accusation might be, the same treatment was meant towards uh, Betty Edu. Wetin she steal? How much she steal? Let's even say she steal, right? And to even say the fact, to even say that when even the accusation was flying around, not be only her, the current minister of state, Tunji, was also involved in that accusation that took Betty out. But today, she's pretty much everybody is singing good praise of her. Now, what am I saying? Where's Betty Edu today? They just make sure she never have a word to even utter in public again. Now she do pass Ganguji, who is being promoted from one position to another, either by election, by selection, by appointment. Pretty much all the men in power, even the Akpabio himself, who is our current Senate president. But I respect Natasha. Let's give her a round of applause.
Come on, see it now. They are fighting me. See, that's you see now.
Please.
Distinguished Chief Whip of the Senate, your point of order is sustained.
Order, please.
Nice to speak from there. That is the order of the Senate.
Sir, order 10 on privileges.
Asha,
Any senator may rise at any time to speak upon a matter of privilege suddenly arising, and he shall be prepared to move without notice. A motion declaring that the content of breach of privilege has been
suspension immediately.
Or refer.
The media self are not helping matter now. Whoever actually got this video, no help. See, they are trying to silence her. They are trying to make sure we don't hear what she is saying. She is actually quoting a section of their own rules in the house that give her privilege to do whatever that she's doing right now. But of course, they know what make we hear am. This is not a technical glitch. I'm not accusing her eyes, but whoever that, I mean, why should they even put this kind of video up in public? If they are not up to some Yeah, yes, you are going to maybe there's something more. Oh. Like, my carry on now. Let's walk. This weather is still, it's doing me somehow for me to just be sitting somewhere. But
Ijua. 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 You don't say that new? Come and see it now. They are fighting me. See, that's you see that.
Please.
Distinguished Chief Whip of the Senate, your point of order is sustained.
Order, please.
Nice to speak from there. That is the order of the Senate.
Sir, order 10 on privileges.
Asha,
Any senator may rise at any time to speak upon a matter of privilege suddenly arising, and he shall be prepared to move without notice. A motion declaring that the content of breach of privilege has been
suspension immediately.
Or refer.
I think we need more of Natasha in the house. We need more of Natasha in the house. These men they don't overdo. She's standing on business. She's standing on business. I think at this point, if there's anything worth protesting for, is against Fabio to either resign or to make sure he never get elected again. I mean, after I hadn't yet elected before said. But I think again, why you divorce to the Akwa Ibom women? Are you guys going to stand with him or with her? No, not necessarily because of what just happened. It's just that it's becoming too many. And if they just keep allowing him to just keep getting away with it like this, then one day we become a president. I think it's a project worth taking on. I challenge the women now to lead. Of course, the men will support them too because they are always there when the men are facing it. He's becoming too much. But it's not just Akpabio. I think it's a gentleman agreement between this political elite, this old men. I mean, not just the politicians alone, not just those who are politically active alone, because I think it's across the board. Because at this point, if those in the house are misbehaving and the business class could not say anything about it, and traditional, I mean, every other constituency decide to keep quiet, then they are in support at this point. Uh-uh. It's becoming unacceptable. No woman again, they just want any woman to be among them and just be quiet. That's exactly what they want. The fact that she did herself gone in a problem. And that's why people when they support the idea that there should be a legislative seat for women. They should apportion it. Like that's disrespectful. Why they not apportion seats for men? So the even idea of minister of women serve an insult. The feminists the way they always pick fight. People where they always pick fight. The idea of women affairs is an insult. We get men affairs, we get minister of men affairs. So there are some tangible things that the feminists supposed to they actually fight for, not some ridiculous things that doesn't follow. Some people are actually in support to allocate seats, special seats. No, when should they begin to factionalize women like that? And they don't finish now. Women are here. That should not be acceptable. That position should be scrapped unless they won't get minister of men affairs. I'm not saying no, nah, the men deserve no. It's an insult to women to just sit down and say hey, no. So, but people are not paying attention to little things like this. Now, it make you know people like the Makpabio, they see look down on women as if na favor. Because that's exactly how I they see and how when they read Akpabio they talk to Natasha, as if it's a favor. They give her for her to be there. She doesn't deserve to be there. She don't earn up. Now dash. They just do a favor either because whatever. That's how they treat her. And for the fact that people are not saying it, it baffles me. Like, why is it that every time whether they fight her, it's not based on some kind? I mean, even though she puts some policy that we actually need, especially that one that she's advocating, she's pushing she's not advocate I would call her. That's not advocate is already in existence. She carried on for her head as the point of policy that Ajakuta still must be functioning again. But make I for sure not dog with it back. Shut up, man. Let me see. See that. My. Let's do the trace together. So I am 100% in support of Natasha. She should stand her ground. These men in Agbada, they know how they do themselves. There is a record of those men in particular in the house, both chambers. They they hate seeing a woman among them. They treat women among them as if na favor, you know. They're just here to just complete the numbers to fulfill all righteousness. So America go say DAI, DAI na Nigeria na quota system. I wonder how we go. You see, I wonder how we go after that. Because that's exactly what they're trying to do to the women. Let's allocate some seats to women so that they know they can't follow us, drag the important ones or anywhere. I mean, everything, all the three cardinal institutions that actually hate support civilization in that part of the world are against women. Traditional, political, and religion. The three of them hate to see women in a position of authority because that's exactly what is playing out against Natasha. Okay, so if they begin to they treat her like this, and especially the women constituency, they just decide to they just keep quiet like that. When a female is going to be ever get to the position of Senate president, when if any female where they their house as a senator cannot raise cannot rise at will just like every other senator and speak her mind without people feeling intimidated, without people feeling it. I mean, then we will never get to see a female Senate president. Patricia Tay was the first female Speaker of the House. I mean, history self, you have to you go far before before she go come up among discussion. That's somebody who rose to become a Speaker of the House. They say whatever she did, they make sure she no exists again. Betty do the same thing. I don't think this should be this should be this I mean this should not be acceptable. Probably you don't they do too much. It's not even once. Nobody saying a mistake. He make up no. It's always about her. Now let her did the house. Probably doesn't matter where if you know her before something to inspire between. No, at this point, this is a national concern. This is a national concern. If in 2025, yeah, a woman of a caliber who represent vast uh, different type of constituency, women, youth. She's young. She said, I mean, she's the future. Cannot be talking to her like that. I guarantee Akpabi if to say na Ninge or Indime or what be this other man in Delta, Regina husband, or Senator Bamidele. You just have men where you know feel just they not do it. No, 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 no. And for me, nobody, not just even apology, sir. That guy need to go. It got to go. It got to go. It need to go. That's the way they run things. It's just as if nah. This is a man who came into the house controversially. I controversially. Nobody voted for him, and just begin to misbehave. Women need to gang up against her, against him.
Ijua. 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 You don't say that come and see it now. They are fighting the sea. That's you see that. Good morning, sir.
Order, please.
Distinguished Chief Whip of the Senate, your point of order is sustained.
Order, please.
Nice to speak from there. That is the order of the Senate.
Sir, order 10 on privileges.
Asha,
Any senator may rise at any time to speak upon a matter of privilege suddenly arising, and he shall be prepared to move without notice. A motion declaring that the contempt of breach of privilege has been
suspension immediately.
or referred.
Which can power he get like this? Take out of it. Take out of it. She's been suspended immediately. Who the heck are you? Are you an employer? Is he your employee? Are you an employee? Uh, nah, Kogi people need to do something about Akpabio. They are not making their representative focus on our job, which is to represent them clearly. Not acceptable. By force, she must be part of she must stand on the mandate.
Oh.
Yeah, there. Firebrand. Men and women of Kogi should stand up and support their servants and defend their mandate. The Kogiites, they have to stand up for her. Doesn't matter if you are a man or woman at this point. The Kogi people should not take this lightly. Enough is enough. Enough is a goddamn enough. Let her walk. You go there and hold up Kogi people to get out of the chamber. Now you build them. Now you employ them. They are not there for because of you. The right that brought you to the Senate, the same right that brought her. So, because they decided to say, okay, be our leader, doesn't mean They have given you their right of representation and what brought them there. It should not be acceptable. Maybe she refused to stand on the mandate. She doesn't want to be on the mandate. I am mandate. We shall stand. Natasha, if I say, if your people no stand up for you, the only choice where you get now na to join the mandate too. Because these men, led by Akpabio, these gangs, they are not fucking around. They don't like your presence. Yeah, I want you to be just be there and shut up and shut up and open your mouth when they ask you to. Once you are not doing that, they won't. They don't. You are a pain in the ass. So Kogi people, you guys have to stand up and protect your interests. You have to stand up and protect your interests. Because these men, led by Akpabio, are hell bent on frustrating her for a sole reason because she's a woman who is quote unquote privileged to be among men. And so that the reason. What is Akpabio there? I said the reason. They see her as if she's privileged to just be among them, not knowing that at the same right that bring you there brought her too. So the rate at which they treat women and young ones at that is not it should not be accepted. It should not be taken lightly. Now so they do just imagine an appointment they give her now. It is because she was elected, they don't fit do anything. Because if not, after all Betty Edu had done for that Ebola Tinubu campaign, after all she has done, this is they decided to not just say they won't even come out and for what of Erufai that was disgrace in front of the whole world. But today she in they get platform they run him out anyhow. Where's Natasha? I mean, where is better Edu? Which crime she commits? When we say able to give her platform to speak is unacceptable. What did she do? What nobody don't do before among themselves. But the fact that she's a woman, nah, I don't want to hear them. It's not acceptable. But she should not be even be sitting. The fact that Beta Edu can sit when a neck National Executive Council they go on. Nah, nah. She can't come with all her list painted and I mean she was representing. Now that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. No, 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 no. She has to come, cover her head, cover her everything. Nah, not just that. Did she dare open her mouth and either contribute or oppose? Ooh, no, 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 no. They had to get her out of there. Not just getting her out of there, but to make sure we don't hear of her again. That's exactly what happened to Patricia Ete. Patricia Ete was disgraced out of being a speaker because now them elect her within that one. Any woman that just dare to say, okay, oh, I can do this too. Ah, no, 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 no. Who the heck are you? They'll bounce on her. This, Akpabio, if the guy come back, I dey laugh because I don't think it go possible. If the guy come back for second, I mean next term, then we are failed. I include myself too. We are failed. If Akpabio come back as senator, Riantama Kamparabashibo Tisiba, we are failed. Woefully. So Akpabio must not come back. If he come back, it's a disgrace to we the people. Akpabio stand up and represent. Give us a different candidate. If not, Akpabio will not be the Senate president again. Oh. At least we should be able to achieve that. Akpabio should be prepared to be somebody else. What's up, my nigga? It's a big ass dog. Not sure. So, yeah. Akpabio should not come back. If Akpabio come back as senator, we don't fail as a country. We have failed women. Let's do it for the women. At least, if now only, I think if now only that one we feel do for the next election cycle. Let's go for it. Let's do it for the women. We have never had a Senate president as Speaker of the House or a president that that hates women publicly. the way Akpabio hates, or the way this government. Well, I don't know. It's very hard for me to accuse this government because a lot of young women they're inside the government. But that doesn't matter. How you treat one is what matters. So if there's anything at all that should be done, that is worth doing. If not only that one that will be achieved is to make sure if there's one person that should not come back to this government again. I mean, you can bring everybody back in this government, but I think Akpabio doesn't deserve to come back. Whatever that is motivating or inspiring or any team, whatever it is, or whatever interest that is serving, I think the message should be sent to those groups of interest that they need another representative. They just need another representative. If not, they lost out bigly according to Trump. Bigly. It's unacceptable. The guy has gone too far.
You don't say that new? Come and see it now. They are fighting the seat. That's you see that.
Order, please.
Distinguished Chief Whip of the Senate, your point of order is sustained.
Order, please.
Nice to speak from there. That is the order of the Senate.
Sir, order 10 on privileges.
Asha,
Any senator may rise at any time to speak upon a matter of privilege suddenly arising, and he shall be prepared to move without notice. A motion declaring that the content of breach of privilege has been
suspension immediately.
or referred Senate President, ever since the nightclub incident, you have deliberately silenced my voice and the voice of Kogi Central on this floor. You have denied me the right to contribute to motions. I have not been able to take the second reading of my numerous debates. So, Mr. Senate President, I am not afraid of further being silent. But I will now talk to the people. I choose, as the senator duly elected by my people, I choose to remain on this seat. How what day? The what you will do, Mr. Senate President, is to suspend me from sitting. And I promise you, the fact that I am suspended does not mean that I will cease to contribute my quota to the development of my people, the women of Nigeria, and Nigeria at large. Mr. Senate President, I have taken a whole lot from you. Some I don't want to speak publicly, but it's because I will tell Nigerians know how you have discriminated against me, how you have maligned me, how you have dehumanized me. Your choice of words is everything that this is.
He said that they want Natasha to join the mandate. Or yes, or is this is personal. But either way, it's not acceptable at this point. We no agree. If there's anything Nigerian we do for the women, Nigerian women, in the next coming electoral election, is to make sure Akpabio you no come back. I think that's not too much to do for Nigerian women. At least for the sake of better edu, for the sake of Patricia Ete, for the sake of Senator Natasha. I can still go down more delay if I think well. There's still more. And the reason why it's very difficult for us to remember them now because the men in power have gone great lengths to make sure them stepping out of the way should be the end of their political career. That's why we don't know the first female speaker where this first republic produced. We don't know her. They make sure she never heard her voice again. Better Edu, she's facing the same fate. The people that she committed whatever crime they're accusing her of, those guys are getting promotion and doing I see in our face every day. But for her, God forbid, for her to be given a platform again to represent. Natasha this time around, now let them let them. So you can't do nothing. But they're trying everything to make sure they, they silence her voice. The fact that she's there is not should not be acceptable. And they are doing everything to make sure she don't keep quiet or will strip you of your privilege of being here. Because it's a privilege for you to be here among men with Agbada.
Ijua. 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 You don't listen to me? Come and see it now. They are fighting me. See, that's you see that. Good morning, sir.
Order, please.
Distinguished Chief Whip of the Senate, your point of order is sustained.
Order, please.
Nice to speak from there. That is the order of the Senate.
Sir, order 10 on privileges.
Asha,
Any senator may rise at any time to speak upon a matter of privilege suddenly arising, and he shall be prepared to move without notice. A motion declaring that the content of breach of privilege has been
suspension immediately.
Or refer.
To make it sure the part that has suspension. So anytime where a woman stand up and speak, she should be suspended because there's a suspension and the part of their own guidelines. That's exactly what he's saying. The part of the rules and regulations that she is reading out don't count. Don't count. Don't count because not because it's the law. Doesn't count because it's coming from her. She's the one reading it. Not that she's the one that writing it, she's the one reading it.
Ijua. 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 You don't listen to me? Come and see it now. They are fighting me. See, that's you see that. Good morning, sir.
Order, please.
Distinguished Chief Whip of the Senate, your point of order is sustained.
Order, please.
Nice to speak from there. That is the order of the Senate.
Sir, order 10 on privileges.
Asha,
Any senator may rise at any time to speak upon a matter of privilege suddenly arising, and he shall be prepared to move without notice. A motion declaring that the content of breach of privilege has been
suspension immediately.
Or refer.
Right. Okay, show now. Which I dey enjoy it. Those two people wey dey watch, Mona like share or get out. Maybe na sunset we dey watch. Let's see. By the time the court's full, oh, okay, I see which I see, so that's fine. So that's what. So let's see some of the reaction wait, from Twitter and see. Maybeck said, Dear Akpabio, Natasha Akpoti is one of the few senators who has always prioritized public service over personal gain, delivering the true dividends of democracy to our constituencies. Her position in NAS is of great value to Nigeria. Any action against her is against many Nigerians. See? And the same thing why they talk. It's not acceptable, man. She not be just one of those senators where we just go sit down for one place and they are okay with it. That's not who she is. Now people where they oppose demonic APC and their evil cohorts are the support now. Thank you, amazing Senator Natasha Akpoti. I just say, you know what? I think they want her to join the mandate. A real woman of substance, Nigeria cannot allow to slide into any one party state. This this is Natasha Akpoti, the senator representing Kogi Central. Thank you for standing up to that corrupt man. We are proud of you. I talk am. This man should not be allowed to come back. As allow the courage of Senator Natasha Akpoti, a strong woman who is determined to speak for her constituency. She is not determined with the consistent attack by She decided to consider attack by Akpabio, who has sworn to continue denigrate her as a woman and to shut her from speaking on behalf of Kogiites. It's a plenty people dey see wetin I dey see. As Nigeria, we are too biased a lot of times that we will support illegality just because it validates our statements. Is this woman Akpati? She has clearly violated the rules of the House, of which she is a member. She clearly disobeyed the Senate arrangement, which led to how? Let's see. Refusing to let her speak, which is quite normal. I know we all hate the APC and the thing they are doing to Nigeria, but come on, this woman should lack of regards for orderly and due process. Let's stop defending. You never even talk what she do. I think Akpabio may go down as the most unserious Senate president in our history. I talk am yes, but what Senator Akpabio did was despicable. She was clearly in contempt of the Senate and its rules, and I hope her suspension is upheld. And this is not about Akpabio. You are right, sir. He has anger issue and he doesn't know how to talk. She must have been pushed to the wall. She respected Akpabio to the core. She literally used to worship the man. Natasha Akpoti is one of the most functioning, effective politicians in Nigeria. So far, all I have seen about her is that she prioritizes her people above everything. When I'm not on a construction site working to earn my 2K daily wages, planning an event or making so, I volunteer at TCF to teach indigent girls into FCT's lives and fun. Who be that? A fraudulent Senate president who lacks empathy for his country has the guts to attempt bullying a passionate senator who represents the nation with unmatched energy. Natasha Akpoti is a politician. Later they will say Kogi people are wicked or stubborn, but forgetting you cannot poke somebody first and expect them to be quiet. Natasha Akpoti is the woman that you are and will always be an inspiration to every young girl of Kogi. I don't gossip Rishi Mercy. It's Let's come back in an hour for another section. I got shit to take care of.